going on, 5th grade? Welcome to day number 2 of our verbs unit. Last time we talked about action verbs and linking verbs. So we're going to do a quick warm-up. Nothing on the board. I just want you to listen to my words. So here's your warm-up. Now, we talked about action verbs and we talked about linking verbs. First part of the warm-up. Pause the video and give me 3 examples of an action verb. Okay, welcome back. You could have said jump, laugh, play, swam, clapped, thought. There's a lot of things you could have said. Remember that action verbs, action verbs are the things that are actually expressing actions. I love to teach. You can't see that, but that is something that I'm doing. What am I doing? I love. I enjoy sitting on the couch. You can't really see that, right? But it's still an action. What am I doing? I'm enjoying. Now going to more simple one. I swept the floor. You can see that. It's an action. You can see that I'm doing it. I swept the floor. I read a book. And again, that's an action that I'm doing. So remember that all action verbs, not all action verbs are things that are like jumping or swinging or kicking. Not all action verbs are like that. Some of them are, more action-packed, but they are all things that are being done. Now, second part of the warm-up. Give me 2 examples of linking verbs. All right, welcome back. So, a linking verb. Remember, those are the really small words that connect subjects to what they are doing or how they feel or what they are, what they look like. She is a girl. What's your linking verb? Is. We are very hungry. Oh, are. The thing that connects the we to the very hungry. We are very hungry. We were at the store. We at the store. Well, what were? Were is your linking verb. So if you said were, am, is, are, was, those are linking verbs. They're the kind of shorter words that connect the subject, what the sentence is about, to what they are either doing or how they feel or they are, things like that. Remember that sometimes a linking verb can go right next to an action verb. We are shouting at the referee. Are, linking verb, shouting, action verb, verb, double verbage there. All right, so that's that. Thank you for the warm-up. Hope that we participated. Now, here today, we're looking at a pretty straightforward part of the verbs. Present and past tenses of verbs. Now, we talk a very particular way. If I'm describing my night last night, I would say that I went to go get food. I played some video games. I planned some of my lessons. Why am I putting that ED at the end? Oh, well, that's easy because that happened in the past. But right now, what am I doing right now? Well, I am teaching. I teach. I am filming. I film. Those are present tense verbs, while the played, the planned, those are past tense verbs. So let's look at some examples. So, we have laugh. How are we going to change the present laugh or laughs into a past tense? Well, we can always start by writing the word, L-A-U-G-H. Now, what should we add to the end of the word to make it a past tense? Easy. E-D. When you write laugh with E-D on the end, of course, it makes the word laughed. That implies that what you are talking about happened in the past. I laughed so hard, I couldn't even feel my stomach. You're talking about the time that you were laughing. This happened in the past, meaning not today, but sometime back there, not here in the past. So maybe you were laughing at a joke that you heard yesterday, or laughing at a joke you heard when you watched a funny movie that you enjoyed watching, maybe a week ago. The point is, it's not in the present, it's in the past. So let's do the same thing to jump. So, like I said, we want to first write the word jump, like normal. But how can we make it past tense? Easy. Just like before, we're going to add E-D. So, I jumped for joy. You're talking about some time that you jumped in the past. You're talking about maybe when you won the lottery back, last Monday. You jumped in the air because that $1 million was yours. Awesome sauce. Now, we're going to look at kind of a funny one. Hit. So I'm going to start by writing the word hit. Here's the trick. Hitted, that's not a word. There actually are some verbs that stay the same, regardless of whether or not they're being told in the present or past. Yeah, when I am batting, I hit the ball. Well, what if I hit the ball last week? You still say, oh man, when I was up to bat, man, I put my legs right where they needed to be, right where they needed to be. Again, that ED sort of past. I had all of my weight shifted back, and then I hit the ball. You're still talking about something you did in the past. You don't change the spelling. Hitted, not a word. So my point here is that some verbs, some action verbs, they don't change. Hit is still a hit, whether or not you're talking about it in the past or the present. Swing. This one's another kind of tricky one. You do have to change it though, and this time I'm only gonna write SW. You might be thinking, well, yeah, of course, it's not swinged. What is it? Swung. So you have to be careful because so I'm gonna circle these to kind of put the emphasis on it. Some verbs are spelled the same or they don't change, like hit, when you change them from present to past. And some completely change the spelling, like swing and swung. So, what we learned about today. Present and past verbs are important. It tells the reader, or whoever is, of course, the person that you're talking to as well, if you're talking and not writing, it tells them if you are doing something in the past or in the present. When I swam a mile, that tells whoever you're talking to or whoever you're writing to that you're not currently swimming a mile as you are typing or writing or saying this to the person. It implies that you did that sometime in the past. When you say that you won $1 million, that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm winning it right now. It means that sometime in the past, that's when you won $1 million. So that again is present verbs and past verbs. Present tense, past tense verbs. It's been day 3 of verbs unit, and I'm so excited to keep on going with you guys. Hope you're having a great day out there, and I will see you cats in the next video.